Hey, if you're still awake, tonight I wanted to talk about visibility because I think a lot of people want to be seen, they just don't want to be judged. And unfortunately, those two things usually arrive together. Now, just an update to the last video where I thought the audio may have been bad. It turned out pretty well after re-listening to it. But I feel like this empty room, right? This empty husk of a room, you can hear a lot more of my lip smacking, which I really do not like. A lot more of my swallowing. You can hear a lot more of my tongue moving compared to different audios. So this and my S's. I feel like you can really hear my S's. So I feel like this will be a last time I record in this room, and I'm going to return back to my house and record because my house is full of items, and I feel like the room is a lot less echoey. Although when listening to audio, it wasn't echoey at all. It was all in my head. It's more so like I can hear it. It's very clear. It's very clear. And I don't know how I feel about that. I digress. We can start with the fear of being observed. Posting the video, sharing the ideal, wearing something different, speaking up, starting over. Most people aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of being witnessed while failing. And that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, right? So I can dive into that. Let's take the most recent NBA game, for example. Nobody paid hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars of tickets, of courtside tickets, rear tickets, nosebleed tickets to watch their favorite team lose. And I feel like that pressure is the fear of being observed for NBA players. They don't want to lose. I'm sure all of them signed up not to lose, and they do not want to lose at all. They want to win. They want to be victorious. But it's hard. It's hard when the pressure around you seems so intense. The pressure of the fans, the pressure of the cameras, the people, the world almost, because the world is watching. Although stadiums can fill up thousands of people, it's actually millions of people watching you, betting on you, betting against you, hoping that you fail. And they bear witness to it. And they constantly remind you forever. And I feel like that fear of being observed, that fear of being witnessed failing. Think about it, because in the grand scheme of things, nobody who works for the NBA is a quote unquote failure. Nobody at all. But when they lose those big games, the final games, the semifinal games, I'm sure that the players feel like failures, although temporary, very temporary. I'm sure that they do have that experience, that heart. They do have that weight on their shoulders after failing millions of people, millions of fans. And I'm sure it's hard. I'm almost positive it is. And we can lead that into the cost of hiding. The strange thing about hiding is that it feels safe until years pass and you realize nobody rejected you because nobody ever had the chance to know you. That's a different kind of pain. And I agree. I definitely agree. If you're held up into your room all day, if you are by yourself all day and all night because you fear of being rejected and you hide away from society, and then years pass and you walk outside, nobody knows who you are. Nobody really cares for you. Nobody really thinks about you because it was all in your head to begin with. But then when you want to make that change, you want somebody to care about you, you want somebody to think about you, it's almost impossible because nobody ever had the chance to know you. Nobody had the chance to introduce themselves to you, to open that barrier, to get to know you. And that's the cost of hiding. That's the cost of isolation. That is why this series is called Audacity, in order to achieve the type of dream, life, person that you want to be, dream you want to see, car you want to own, lifestyle you want to have. You have to have the audacity. And that goes into being fully known. I think one of the bravest things a person can do is allow themselves to be seen as they are. Imperfect, learning, growing, unfinished, human. You are human. Your mistakes are human. Your imperfection is human. As you learn and make mistakes is human. Nobody can ever take that away from you. In fact, the more you accept it, the more confidence that you have, the braver you become, the happier you may be. Because to accept that you're human is to accept everything that comes with it. So I ask you, the listener, from me, the speaker. God, I love that line. There's probably not one series where I will never say that line. I ask you a couple of questions. What part of yourself do you keep hidden? What would happen if What would happen if people saw the real version of you? Are you protecting yourself or preventing yourself? And that's deep. That's deep. Are you really protecting yourself by locking your way from society, from not having the audacity to dream and to achieve, for not being so bold to answer the call that is meant for you? Or are you preventing yourself from reaching a level of greatness that may have never been seen before in your bloodline? What is stopping you? Is it fear? There's no need for it. Imperfection? There's no need for it. Sacrifice? Audacity? There's need for that. The fear of judgment has stolen more dreams than failure ever has. This is true. Imagine if we were all scared to be judged and we stayed normal, or what we perceive as normal. Nothing will be changed in society. Nothing will be done at all. At all. In general, nothing will be done. Sometimes being seen feels risky, but disappearing from your own life carries a risk too. If you're still awake tonight, remember, the world cannot connect with a version of you that never shows up. The room will reopen on Saturday night. I'll leave the light on for you.